Yo, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? So if you guys seen my last video, you guys would know exactly what we're doing today. Also, if you just read the title, you know, things like that. But we picked up my dream wheels. So in the last video, we brought them, we put them on. And if you guys noticed in the last video, they were polished before we put them on, and that's because I recorded this one first because I completely forgot to vlog the entire trip last time. It was this whole thing, but you know what, it's fine. So we got our dream wheels on our dream Duramax, and now it is time to finally polish them up. I brought them home last night. They are not in the worst condition, but they definitely have some oxidization, and you know, I'm gonna hand polish them because I'm not gonna be going out and buying all this stuff for my first ever polish. You know, it's getting to the end of the season anyways. Might be taking them off for winter, who knows, I'm not sure. But regardless, we got to start polishing them things because we have a lot of things to do today, and one of those things is moving the work truck out of our way because yeah, I don't know what was going on here, but clearly I missed out. So we got to move this thing. We got to get everything situated. We're going to move this forward, and we're going to start working on our American Forces, getting those things polished up, looking nice. A little bit of LB7 action don't hurt nobody. Got to make sure not to hit the LBZ now. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, 24-footer. I think that thing is. Yeah, it's a pretty big trailer. Definitely nothing to play around with, but time to look at these forces. Let's see these things. Dang, look at all that brake dust. It is actually absurd, the amount of brake dust on this thing. But I forgot to take the cap out of this thing. Actually, let's look at these things in the light, shall we? Oh no, don't roll away now. Anywho, look at these things. So they look pretty decent, but you can tell they definitely got some age to them. They haven't been polished in a long time. So we're gonna have to take care of that today. I'm probably gonna not record the washing process. I'm probably gonna go over with exactly what I did to clean these things with you guys, but I'm not gonna film it just because I need to film 2 entire videos today, so gotta conserve it a little bit. So pretty much what I'm gonna be doing is I'm taking those center caps out because those are also filthy, but I don't want to wash them with the wheel. I'm gonna wash them separately. I'm gonna wash everything with iron remover, which gets rid of heavy brake dust. Gonna see what we can do for the back side of these wheels, and then as soon as we're done with that, probably won't touch the front face too much, just because I don't want it to be worse than it already is. So just gonna strip it down, wash it of any contaminants, and then we are going to be polishing, and that is mainly what we're here for today. So time to get moving on these things. Just like that, it is no longer absurdly brown. We still have a little bit of stuff in there, but that's not something I'm worried about right now. This is a quick wash so that we can get to polishing the face of the thing, and then I'm probably going to send these out to my buddy and get those professionally polished, because that's going to be the ideal situation here. But for now, the backside is not too important. So we took care of the maintenance part of it, and now we're going to flip it over and do the cool part of it. And of course, now we got the compressor running in the background, but don't worry about it. So now what we're going to be doing is taking, I have Enthusiast aluminum wheel cleaner, so I'm going to be spraying that on these forces. I'm going to let it sit for a second, wipe it down with a soft brush, and then show you guys what it's looking like. So we are also directly in the sunlight, but it's no worries because the ambient temperature of my wheels, these are chrome wheels, or polished, but so it reflects the sun and does not soak it up. So the wheels are extremely cool to the touch, therefore safe to use cleaner on. And then once these things are cleaned up, I'll show you guys what they look like. They're gonna need to be polished like crazy, but this is our first wheel. This is our testing. This is our figure out what we need to do. And just like that, ladies and gents, here's how we're looking after our cleaning. Not the most insane thing in the world, but definitely cleaner than it was. So we're just kind of stripping everything off so that they're getting ready to polish. So no big worries there. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. I'm gonna do the next 3 wheels, just doing the same process I just did, and then we're gonna move on to polishing these things. We have finally completed cleaning the forces, so we're about 1/3 of the way there. They came out absolutely super clean in terms of actually stuff on the wheels. They need a huge polishing, professional polish 100%, but we're gonna do the hand polish. This wheel is by far the worst of them all. Like if you just look in there, oh my gosh, there's so much like hazing and pitting, and I don't know the terminology of these things yet, but there's a lot, right? And then here, also a lot. These ones are a little nicer than the other two for whatever reason, but you know, it's an adventure. So the back sides, these two came out amazing in terms of just washing, so no more gross, super disgusting brake dust on there. These two, not as great, so it's kind of weird. These two in the back were worse. These two in the back are nicer. These two in the front are worse. These two in the front are nicer. It's kind of weird, but what are you gonna do? But I'm not really too worried about that because there's no like huge shows in the future that I really plan on being at. So next season, I'm gonna have them all polished up. Things gonna be insane. Truck should also be much more taken care of, and a lot more to come on there, but which is something that you guys are gonna see on this YouTube channel. So that's gonna be absolutely dope. But for now, let's get to polishing. All right, so let's take a look at exactly what I'm using. Not only that, hubcaps are super shined up, came out amazing. Thankfully that, because I did not want to go buy those. But I'm using some white diamond metal polish here, and it includes sealant. So 4 years ago when I bought this for my titanium exhaust for my car, this was the best stuff on the market. Not so sure about wheels, but I did a little test patch and it came out absolutely amazing. So what am I using for products? Well, not products, but things I'm using. Little polishing pad. So this is like a microfiber, but it's in a little pad. It does a okay job at doing the polishing. Usually we use terry cloths for polishing when you're doing it by hand, and that is just because it abrases better and it really gets into the nooks and crannies. Me personally, I'm going to be using some gloves. But with that being said, I'm going to show you guys exactly the motions and the way I'm actually going to be polishing these wheels. This is my first time ever doing it on wheels, but I'm going to figure it out and show you guys exactly how I'm doing it. All right, so we just finished up the spokes here. Now, so what I was doing was in between here, which is inside the spoke like this, pretty much I'm applying compound here and just rubbing it in like this. Rub, 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 rub. And the more you rub, the more it's going to cut and seal. So just get up in there, start doing that. And then realistically, your ideal set, you're going to want to wait until it crosses over completely and it's dry, because then when you take your microfiber, which I would, if you're going to use a terry cloth, use that for buffing, but when you're going to wipe it off, use a microfiber so it just really finds it all up. You're just going to wipe everything out, all the black, and like buff it while you're doing it too, so it just really, it gets that last little bit in there. And then I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but in person, it's way deeper and has a lot more color in there. Now we're gonna move on to the face of the wheel, which is gonna be pretty simple. And then we're gonna move on to the lip. So I'm gonna do the face, figure it out, show you guys the last little bit like I did there, just so you guys get an idea of exactly how I did it. All right, so I'm about halfway done with the face of this one. So I'm pretty much going the spokes, and then I'm moving to here. And now that you're on the face of the wheel, you're really gonna wanna put in some actual elbow grease. Like I'm halfway done with this wheel and I'm completely worn out. I'm gonna have to take breaks in between wheels because this is like insane. So it's definitely looking like I'm gonna buy some drill accessories or like sander accessories or something to make this a little easier, because hand polishing these, especially because they're huge, is a pain in my butt. So I'll let you guys know what the face looks like once I'm done here, but that's my set process. And then I'm kind of just going around this inner lip, and then I'm gonna do the whole outside lip separately, but this is how I'm going for here. And then once you get to the lips part, you only want to go in this direction. You don't want to be going back and forth, because you're going to ruin the finish. It's not going to come out as nice as it would if you went one way. I've also just come to the realization you're going to need like 45 of these things, microfibers, because this is only from the inside of the spokes and the outside. And once they turn black, it just kind of smears the polish around everywhere instead of taking it off. So gonna have to get like 60 of them things, but don't worry. But look at the results of this, man. Like, wow. All right, so here's what the lip looks like. It's kind of reflective and has a lot of that oxidation. But then we come here to the spokes, and look at that. It is a straight up mirror. And this is only hand polish. It's not even like a real polish job, which is absolutely insane to me. So definitely gonna be insane, but we're gonna move on to the lip part of the wheel. And instead of me showing you guys me doing it, I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna be taking your thing and going this way only, all the way around, and then you're gonna wipe it off. It's the same process as the rest of it, but it's not too bad. It's just like super exhausting, especially when you have a big wheel like this. I couldn't imagine having a bunch of different spokes, like 45 spokes in there. Oh my goodness, it could be insane. Thankfully I only have 8, so I'm gonna polish this thing up and show you guys what it looks like compared to the rest of the wheels. It should be absolutely absurd. All right, ladies and gents, we are almost done. I don't remember the last time I left off, but I just want to show you one last step. So this is with most of the compound wiped off. So this is the last wheel we got to do. Look how pretty those things are, man. Oh my God, I'm so stoked. But yeah, so up here, very shiny. Down here, not so shiny. So once you wipe off the majority of stuff, you're gonna have to get a cleaner one than this, but I'm just gonna use this because I have to go grab a clean one. I don't have it right now. But you're gonna wanna use the cleanest one you got and just give it the most elbow grease you did in the entire job on this last one, and just really buff that compound out of there, and it's gonna look absolutely insane. So I'm gonna finish this last one up, and then I'm gonna pick up the camera and show you guys how these things came out and how they compare. Yeah, no, these things are absolutely insane. All right, I think it's time to turn the camera around at our finished product with a hand polish on the Forces. Holy moly, look at these things. So you guys obviously know what they looked like at the beginning of the video. If you don't, just rewind. But holy moly, do these things look insane. I also ceramic coated them so that I don't have to deal with any of the water beating up in here, or not beating up, and just staining the wheels again. So hopefully it'll last long enough. But the reflection, it's like an 8 out of 10. Could be a 10 if you used like the actual bars and the polishing bars and whatnot. So I don't think they're too bad. But the polish came out absolutely amazing. You can look at that. Look, man, the whole vlog setup just in there. I'm in there. Absolutely insane. So these three came out borderline perfect for hand polishing in my opinion, but this one I got a little lazy because I'm trying to finish this up before I got to go somewhere. So it's not as good, but it is damn good compared to when we brought them home. So these things are looking absolutely insane, and it is giving me all the feelings that I thought Forces would give me. So if you guys don't know, American Force blades, top 3 dream wheels, and they're going on my dream truck. And if you guys didn't see that video, it's going to be the last video, like the one that I posted before this one. So if you guys are any interested in watching me install these things, go check out the last video. It'll probably be in the end of this video on one of those links, but I'm not sure. If this is your first time on the channel, I just got my dream truck, LBZ Duramax, loaded with a roof. It's got all the options, and it's an LBZ. I don't know why I want an LBZ so bad, or why they're the most sought after, because they can't hold power compared to some of the other ones. But you know, the maintenance is there and they last forever if you don't touch them, right? So there's that. But let's get one last look at these wheels. They are just so beautiful, and they look absolutely insane. 22 by 14s on 305 45 22s, Nitto 420s. So not only are they my dream wheels going on my dream truck, but they're also my dream tires. I have them on my Hostiles, but they're not Forces, or at least polished wheels. I want KG1s or Forces, and now we have American Forces. So I think it's absolutely insane that we even have these. So like I said, if you guys want to watch my true reaction to picking these wheels up, it's in my last video. So with that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I got a whole nother video to record right now, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.